Let's dive into Maestro. Issue 1 from 2020. Starts off with a happy Hulk. Says life just could not get any better. Betty, my sons and I are happy. And every so often I get to get out and stretch my legs. He means smash. Here's Cap saying, if I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. You're a one-man team, Dr. Banner. And he says, well, it helps knowing that I have the best backup in the world if something ever goes wrong, Cap. Wolverine says, what could possibly go wrong? Hulk, to me, seems a little confused. And Betty comes up behind him and says, nothing. What? Nothing could possibly go wrong. And it takes us back to the Hulk having dinner with his children and Betty. And his children are running around, and Betty tells him to stop running, your dinner's getting cold. And Thaddeus tells him, we don't have to do what you say. Betty says, oh, why not? And his child responds, because you're dead. Hulk's extremely confused, and he says, what? Betty, what's he talking about? She disregards the comment and says, come on, boys, the meatloaf is very good. And we have mashed potatoes. And the child says, she's dead, Rick's dead, Thaddeus Ross is dead. Dead, dead, daddy, dead. Dead. Hulk seems upset, and he says, what the hell is he talking about, Betty? Say something. Betty just starts out spitting out gibberish. Bad command our file name, bad command our file name. Hulk's thinking she lost her mind. And he gets so lost and says, what in God's name is happening? And Cap shows up and says, it's just a trick, Bruce. Just hold on. Mysterio's getting into your mind. Hulk's confused. He said, when did Mysterio ever fight the Avengers? This doesn't track. He says, we okay, Bruce? He says, I guess. Then he gets confused again. He says, we're not okay. How did Mysterio do that? Why? For what purpose? He says, we don't know. We're going to investigate. And Bruce says, this makes no sense. Betty tells him, Bruce, sit down. The food's getting cold. And Bruce says, yeah, you kind of said that already. And Betty says, we have meatloaf and mashed potatoes. And Bruce just tells her to shut up. He says he needs to get out and get some air. Cap tries to get him to stay. And he tells him, I just have to clear my head. And Cap says, Bruce, no, stay. And Betty just repeats, we have meatloaf. And Bruce exits that door. There's some weird room. And he's saying, if this is Mysterio, he's managed to raise himself up to Doctor Strange's levels of illusion. Everybody's telling him, just calm down, don't get angry. Cap tells him, just settle down, Bruce. I know it's confusing. Bruce says, how did you get out here? You were just standing behind me. Cap says, no, I wasn't. Hulk says, fuck it, I'm out of here. Thor grabs his arm, trying to get him to stay. Hulk warns him a couple times, but doesn't work out. So Hulk sends him flying back into the Avenger. But he notices something weird. There's no noise afterwards, no thud, no